I hope your front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
So, for those of you watching this game and who haven't watched the previous one, I'm doing some World Cup practice with Guinness. So, Guinness Guinness and I are playing both of our first round matchups. So, the round of 64, we did a game with my Undead against Guinness's, or actually Vincenza's Kemri. So, next up, I'm playing Amazons against Guinness's Lizards. So, definitely not Sage against Pretend Team. Amazons against Lizards.
Did you see what the last one was called? Almost Made of Sand?
Yes, yes.
So the major challenge for anybody who's watching this team is the Amazons lack the traditional guard build that most of them take. However, there's 7 blodge players and sure hands, which means that rerolls are almost unneeded, despite the fact that the player actually has 4 of them.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see 4 rerolls and only 12 players.
Mm-hmm. And if you watch the streams talking about who is how the builds are and who's playing, you'll find out that I am very lucky to have tackle on one of my players.
Yes, that was totally not a decision.
Yeah, I totally meant to pick pass block, and I accidentally kicked tackle and submitted my team, and here it is now.
Want me to kick or receive? Sorry.
That's a good question, because I don't know what Amazon
5,
prefer.
4, 3.
Oh, just
I'm
take
kicking.
either. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting, but there was a timer running.
No, I get that. No, in my opinion, I hate going offense first. However, it gives the Amazons the opportunity to foul a player right away, but this is not really a foul build.
Yeah, if you had 13 or 14, then yes, but...
I mean, I'm sure you'd take it given the opportunity on a really important player. I played one other practice game, and because of a boneheaded Crocs, he had a +1 foul on the tackler, took it, and ended up getting the casualty on turn 2. So I played the rest of the game without a tackler.
Would you, if you were the Zons, would you go with Blodge on the line, or would you go with rookies?
I would want to pick. I would want to pick rookies just on the concept that they get lost. But Blodge makes sense because it's less chance of your players being moved.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about who the dodge line block line women are versus who the blitzers are, because they are identical.
No, they're all blitzers.
Oh right, because the blodge are the catchers. Yeah, you're right.
Block went to the positionals and sure hands.
Yeah,
not and I think the sure hands pick was taken in lieu of Wood Elves being a serious meta.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So the catchers are actually better than the blitzers on this team. That's weird. That's so weird. The thrower is the thrower is the star of the team.
That's why when I was talking about the my tactics, it's the order of operations of killing is thrower, catchers, and then line people.
Would you leave the thrower out on defense?
I highly doubt it. I mean,
yeah,
I think it's
me too.
You have the apothecary for a reason.
And I mean, you have a lot of blodge, and that's your main strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
it's really what you're focusing on for this team.
I think I would probably opt for this, even though risking the blodgers is scary. Getting less value for your block skill is also pretty important.
I think so too. All right.
So were Zons the main reason you picked tackle, or was it Woodies, or something else?
I really thought there's going to be a lot of teams that could do with having tackle against. So it only made sense to pick them, period. Like, there was no better alternative. A lot of lizards went 4 block, and I just thought, if you draw wood elves, if you draw Amazons, if you draw undead, you're going to need that tackle piece. And that's really what it came down to.
I think against undead, I would rather have 4 block. Or actually, 3 block and a guard.
To me, it's always just fearing not being able to hit the carrier, and that's a lovely kick.
Yeah, that is actually perfect. Well, unless it was in the hands, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's already sort of defended.
Yeah.
And it's not on the right, or it's not on my right side, your left.
Yes.
So it could have been far, far more awful. Alright, you go that way. If anybody's using this as the opportunity to learn, I am a big proponent on free moves first, because you can get screwed in Blood Bowl without doing that.
There we go. Value on the blodge. Ah, she's fine. There we go.
Well, if we can start off every game like this, however, not breaking armor 7 is kind of my specialty.
If we can start off every game with you failing to break armor on turn 1, that's great.
Yep. They make for good practice games, for sure. Good enough. The ball is now quasi-secure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. I almost moved the skink to cover, and I was like, oh wait, I have to pick up the ball.
That would have been cute. Tackle!
Tackle, doing
You
a
filthy
thing.
lucker for having tackle.
Right. And never casualtying an armor 7 player. I think what we've learned from this game is Guinness needs to get better dice.
Why not 1 square forward with the tackle? I mean, I don't have guard, I can't target him.
I think that's a good point. I'm usually just obsessive about protecting my blitzer.
Yeah, against most
And
teams, in most situations, that makes sense.
And honestly, with that player, it's not like I'm in a huge... You're going to put a double screen, more than likely, 2 ahead of me, so I am going to hit it and still be able to go back. It's a failure that didn't hurt me, but at the same time, I'm okay with it.
Alright. Oh god, the sighing on these players, seriously.
Oh, do they make a
So
lot of
bad.
noise?
Yeah, they moan. Yeah, we're just getting you up. Nothing for it.
Somebody deal with the Crocs. Like, I think he should have named this team In Blodge We Trust.
Yeah, fair enough. Free moves first. That's the thing.
It's just such a good way to learn to play this game. This is a very nice containment here. I really wondered who you were going to hit here. Down he goes. Well, Welcome to Guinness luck.
Well, get it all out of your system. Oh, and the apple Oh no, it already was badly hurt. Never
He
mind.
failed, but it was good enough in the first place.
So you
In all
could
fairness,
rush.
last game it was my tackler, so this is better.
Well, this game your tackler is also a bit more crucial, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I played a practice game against the same team, and my tackler
right.
went out right away.
I thought you meant our last game because it was also a turn 1 removal on your tackler.
Oh yeah. Doy. Alright. Everything's still secure, so I can't make these blocks. That really looked like it was going to be a POW, and then it wasn't. Stay. As soon as a Saurus gets hurt, they get angry. See how this works. Wow.
For a moment there, yeah, that was. I was very, very shocked at where that skink went for a moment.
Me too. Holy doodles. That guy was a pro. He's like, I got this, boss. No, you don't. Come back. Did I misclick that?
I think he was teasing.
Yeah. It was really funny, though. I gotta admit.
Come play with the girls. You know you want to.
I have successfully pushed everybody off. Good. I have a turn where I've secured my position and not moved anywhere. This reminds me of playing a rats game. You just stand there until they finally break from being pushed away enough. This game is always so annoying to play down one Saurus.
Yes. Well, at least you're doing it in a resurrection format. I play Lizards in UKBBL, and it's a very, very bashy division. And so I wind up actually starting a Saurus down in a lot of games. And trust me, that's not pretty either. But then you know this.
I looked up for a second because I heard a lot of laughing from the stream, and I see a couple people in chat just talking about how Adant lucked his way into a win, and then the follow-up is, "Oh, spoke too soon." Boop.
What do you mean it's not dead?
I like how we have similar thought processes.
All right. A lot of room for you to do stuff now.
Yeah, I kind of am not sure why you gave me so much space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's move you first. Okay. So now that I know I can trust him. I'll take it. I'll use it hard.
Oh, murder! So,
That's what happens when you hurt sources.
would you Apo this? I mean, you kind of have to,
Probably
right?
not.
No?
I would probably leave it because you're not guaranteed to get her back.
Yeah, obviously, badly hurt would be a no-brainer here. Alright,
Yeah.
I will skip it.
I made a GMI without dying. Yay!
Yeah. Here as well, if I had 13 or 14 players, I would definitely Apo that. But because he chose to go with only 12, he kind of has to save the Apo to get an extra body in.
This is kind of a tough call. Run them all to safety and risk the 2 1 and 9s, or punch that girl.
Run. Definitely run.
Yeah, it makes sense to, doesn't it? I mean, I can't stop skinks from getting hit here, but I can make it unappealing. I'll give you the chain from that side because it's really hard to use. And this is probably the best way to protect the skinks. Fireball, anyone?
So, obviously, I would have liked to see a 1 in 9 there,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of okay with this as is.
I mean, it was only 2 dodges. It's not like I was making stunty plays. And every single skink is you have to give me a different block if you want to hit one.
Correct.
And I did make it so that you could technically chain him into an open spot, but it's an open spot of my choice, which is the most secure out of all of them.
Yep.
Except for possibly that far side, but I think I'd rather be able to have him back here. And you're gonna take the hit.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Why do I have 5 rerolls?
Got one on the kickoff? Question
I
mark.
suppose I must have done. Yeah. Let's not.
I wondered if you noticed that pushing the carrier gives a surf.
Yes. Yes, I did.
So does this, mind you, but
Yeah. Not sure I'd be willing to risk that, but it does.
yeah. Well, okay, so Skinker's out front. He has to protect it. So let's start with this blitz, because no matter how it turns out,
Well, that settles that then.
I actually considered not using tackle on that one, but it was just too important to keep her down. All right, you need to push her off, or we lose. Okay, good enough. Now, this could critically fail and turn abysmal,
Ooh.
Nope.
Or
or he's just too pro. That's a toughie.
Yeah, this one's worth considering, actually. Yeah. I really, really don't like the the 12-player option here.
I think that really gives him a limited option with what he does with his apothecary and such.
Yep. And with fouling. I like how that center skink is keeping me from getting a risky 2-die on the tackler.
Yep.
Or on the Crocs for that matter, thanks to that stun.
Mm-hmm.
How can you not have any guard?
Right? I don't mean to laugh. Nerd Frog is actually local to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, as I am. So I'm really disappointed that out of the 30 or 63 opponents I could have pulled, I get the one local player. But the plus side is we have decided that the bet is winner buys drinks.
Fair enough. This is risky.
I mean, so if you're out, you get something.
Yeah. Just like I get to cost the semi-final and the final if I'm out by then. It's a win-win.
Yeah. I have my fingers crossed that you make it. That way I have a practice buddy longer.
Oh, that's awful. Oh! Okay. Okay. As failures go, it doesn't get much worse than that.
That one's pretty pivotal.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if I can create a double surf, but I don't think so. I think that
Shit.
stun saves that. Unless I want to pull off stunty bullshit, and I'm not willing to do that just for a double surf. Not when I'm 2 players up.
So, given how you can surf that anyway, if I stand her... No. Might as well 1 in 9 as well.
It's only a stun, it's fine.
Seriously,
So,
imagine these 2 turns with 2 guard instead.
would have been much more solid. It could have hit a skink or the tackler or pretty much whatever you like.
Yep.
All right.
Now,
so-
to be fair, Amazons can do without guard better in pretty much any matchup but this one.
think this is not what he was expecting to have to play against. I think Undead would have probably done well against Amazons too. But
Humans?
Lizards are just... without guard, I think they're really tough.
Humans with three guard and a mighty blow tackle.
Okay, so I think I have to take this opportunity here. It's just too good to pass up.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. We're just going to breathe a sigh of relief on that one. Alright, so you take that spot, and the Skinkers are going to reform to give this away. I was not expecting that, but...
Well, I got 2 of those, so fair enough.
Yeah. Crocs is not going to move, obviously. Let's just keep giving you a scoring threat over here.
So, how much do I like this shot at the ball that I have?
Right?
I'm gonna try and have some fun. I'm gonna try and take the shot at the ball.
I think it's a 1 in 6. Well, it's a 3+ into a -2 die against block. Yeah, that's really what it is.
No.
And then demand of a good scatter. Well, that one's a good start. Especially if it's a removal.
No, if it's a removal, I lose the chance at the ball.
Oh, right. Oh no, it can be a 1 dice. No, it's still a -2 die. I think any way you slice it. Oh, that way. Okay. Ah, hit the POW. Then again, I've been doing that, so who cares?
Okay, and
Skip
now we're
your
gonna
other
go
best
for
runner.
the ridiculous risks. Because we're gonna make it a 2 die on the ball. Might as well get her up now.
I think you kind of go for it anyway. Like, it makes sense.
There we go.
Oh! Secures it. I mean, what else are those 5 rerolls for?
Yeah.
And second casualty of the match. Oh my gosh, look at that scatter. Could you have asked for more?
Well, it's on the Crocs, but it's pretty spectacular. So, 4+4+ now.
Mm-hmm. That's a toughie.
I kind of have to
I
bring
think
her back now, don't I?
It's tough. You could go for the steal.
Yeah.
But I have 3 skinks that get in range and can try for the ball, and all I need to do is take the both down anyway. It's a tough call there. She can outrun a Saurus, but let's see, 1. So the furthest she can get is that way.
Well, the least I got out of this game so far was a very fun play. That's cool.
Yeah. And more casualties than I've got. Although I did kill something, it's a death.
So, try the pickup. Stay in place.
Try to pick up without a reroll.
Yeah.
I think you try it. Because
I think the risk of the pickup isn't that bad. And now that
it's
I'm
too important for getting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I'm here, though, do I even bother leaving on the 75%?
I mean, the odds of me hitting you down are less than the dodge failing, but 5 and 5, that's good enough.
So, this guy cannot blitz me here, but you can get me on the tail. You can free that, but only if you're lucky. That's GFI, we're not doing that. Run!
I think running is the right play.
2,
Minus the
4,
fact that I
6.
have a Saurus in range.
Yeah, getting that Saurus free was definitely a risk. But I didn't like trying to pick up before the Blitzer was here. But at least the Saurus doesn't have block, you know. Well, what a turn.
Right?
I'm kind of proud that you didn't see the hit on the ball until I made it. That made me a little bit happy.
I like that you found it.
Yeah.
To make that block first.
Yeah, now I'm gonna see my team destroyed.
Not so far.
Pushes everywhere. Croc sandwich?
Oh, I miscounted. Darn. Ah, well. I think
Oh, you
we
were
just
planning the
stand up.
blitz with the block one.
Yeah. At this point, I think I just actually blitz here with him.
That's worse than a push.
That's okay. 3 rerolls for 3 turns.
That's good enough. She'll be back.
I think I have to give you the skink hit here. And I'm gonna take this anyway because then I get the tail on 2 people.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, you do create a bit more space for me to swing around back.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's worth it.
Yeah. And the Bonehead only liberated 1 player, so I wasn't that concerned about it. I did like the steal. That was really awesome.
Thank you.
Put me in a shit position that I might not score this one, too. And I feel like I had a significant advantage, minus the fact of a 1-turn Crocs out, or Saurus death. Removal, whatever. That thing.
The Croc's death, that was a Saurus removal. Yeah, that one.
That thing, that was another thing that... Never mind.
So where do we put the thrower here?
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed when I got to hit the thrower that it failed to be anything. And I really should have blocked the dodger. I was really thinking that I had better odds of holding the cage steady if I hit with the other one, but the 1 in 9 kind of got that.
If this
will
is
the skinker
good.
tail work? Will the
If
skinker
this one
prehensile
die is
tail?
good, that's... Ooh, is that good enough?
I mean, technically you don't have to score here as long as you protect the ball.
No, but the value in scoring is huge.
Yeah, but there's no way I'll let you. I still have 3 skinks that I can use for a blitz, and all of them can catch up. And she has to make 2 GFIs when Saurus can catch her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can take the 1 in 9 if it happens, just to knock the ball free, but it sucks because then I'm not scoring.
Ooh, I guess she's taking 1 GFI then.
As long as it's not snakes. Yes, she's making 1 GFI.
Oh! Well,
Who failed their dodge?
the blodge on the Saurus next to the Crocs.
Oh, okay.
She was swinging around to make it harder for the skinks to go anywhere.
Makes sense.
Before I was going to make the 75% dodge to mark the Saurus.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do this.
Scoring looks very, very tough from your position, though. It didn't get easier here either.
Nope, not without that reroll. Alright. You stand there. Halt in the name of skinkdom. How far can you move? Let's just put you there. And then a second one just to make sure I've got it. Nope, that was a bad plan. I was not thinking clearly.
Ooh, and you spent the rear already.
Yep.
Yikes!
I actually almost took the skull.
Like push is bad. Well, fair enough, I guess. That's good though, for you, obviously. Now, if this lost skink could see itself to a very timely demise, that would be great. No.
Best possible position for him to be. Yeah, you have successfully shut me down from scoring this goal. Aw, nice chain.
Well,
Did
you
have to
made
go
it.
further. Yeah, I know. Man, did I cock this up. So glad I'm practicing.
Yeah, true. True. So before we do that, let's kill a Saurus because we can. You know, it's free.
Watch the 1 in 9 numbers go out. Totally
That's
called it.
the 1 in 9. Yep. Wow. Wow, I can't believe you call that. So, I think scoring this turn makes more sense than trying to turn this into a stall. I mean, honestly,
you can't.
that's not even a question. What am I saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that chain was super helpful. Oh, a 2 into a 3. Wow.
That was
Wow.
nice. I just realized we can't do overtime in this go, so I have to try to score 2.
Well, you could say that on a draw, I made it to overtime. That's what the outcome of the two halves was. Well, consider so I qualified via the OCC World Cup qualifier, and I think my Wood Elves were in 3 overtimes during that process.
Wow.
So I'm kind of glad to be here in the first place. I did lose 2 of the 3 tosses, I think. So at least I did something. But yeah.
I only let 2 games in the World Cup go into overtime.
So you're saying you lost 2 games in the World Cup?
No, I let 2 games go into overtime. They were losses in my opinion because I should have been able to do better.
This is a 1-turn drive. You didn't
Yeah.
stall, Sage. Pay attention. Okay. So, settings, skills, dodge, manual.
Off.
Yeah, that's a start. This is actually one of the things that I really should practice, anti-1-turning. I find myself
I have a
decent
list
at
of
1-turning.
setups depending on which team I'm playing against.
Okay.
And I have it analyzed all the way down to for only having 10 players on the pitch. After that, totally screwed, don't know how to do it. Or no, sorry, 9 players. 9 players on the pitch. If I'm down 2, because that's what I was last time in the World Cup, and I got really irritated at it, so I had to spend figuring it out. Man, the riot here would be really nice.
Let's see, you need 3.
Which is a lot.
Oh god, I suck at these.
If it makes you feel better, I'm worse at the one-turners. So I think I need to put one there. One there.
Well, at least for my round 1, I don't think I need to worry about my anti-one-turn setup too much.
Come on, every one-turner.
Or for my round 2, since I already know that I'm up against dwarves because they beat Skaven. Provided I win, of course.
Okay, so I think I have to knock that out, push that way. Which means I need an extra player over there to put in.
Did you see the rule set that the UKBBL had for its qualifier, by the way?
No, I am so out of tune with most of that.
It was Amazon heaven. I mean, obviously dwarves still counter them.
Oh,
but
right, and everybody took dwarves because Amazon dwarf was the meta.
I saw that. I made an Amazon team, saw that it was ridiculously good, and thought, I'm going to lose to dwarves, so then I brought dwarves. Yeah. It was team value 1250. You're allowed two normals or a single doubles on a player, but there was no limit to how much you had to spend on your team versus how much you could spend on skills. So I played 0 reroll, 1 leader dwarves. My dwarves had 22 normal skills.
Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous.
It is. It's absurd. I went with I'll let you figure out the one turn and then talk afterwards.
I think I've got it as good as I'm gonna make it. Nope, it's still gonna fail. Still need the player to blitz. Still need somebody there.
The lost skink hurts because you can't fill up a square with it now.
Yeah, I think I have to. Just risk the kick being bad. Or good for me, I guess. Now I think I just have to hit that one out. Then he's got to hit there, which means somebody has to be there. Alright, that's as good as it gets.
And then you need a non-removal from the tackler, right?
Nope. Tackler will be fine by the time I use it.
That kick is kind to you, at least?
Yeah, I can definitely get away with the kick. So I think I need it in further. Yeah, that'll help more. Follow. Yeah, I guess if she's a knockout, Now I think I've already cocked this up. Thought I clicked don't use. Whoops.
Yeah, I chose not to use dodge.
Oh, okay.
You chose not to use tackle, then I chose not to use dodge.
I don't know why I clicked that. Hey, I made a pass. I mean a handoff. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, I don't think I can actually make the final one out of this. Nope. Done. I mean, I should have hit more things, but I I wasn't thinking when I made a push. I should have stayed with my original plan of just pushing her up, because that way I still have the chain.
Can we kill 2 skinks here? Yeah. Yeah, we
You can bottom left blitz, chain it up into the regular lino. I mean, you're not going to hit either, but...
Obviously there.
Yeah.
Because we need that assist.
You could have technically done it a different order, but yeah. Like, you could have pushed the Crocs out of the way and just given the assist, and then you would have been the same.
I still get 2, 3, 4, 5. I still get a lot of dice on this skink, though. Nope, no need. Because after
We
this
can have more
push,
if you want to stomp on it, but he's okay.
after this push, I could have actually chained again for another.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Oh, shit.
Sweet.
Injury dice all in your favor. 2 games in a row.
Yep. Yeah, that was huge. All right. Now, the sad thing about this whole series of events is, of course, that I'm not fouling with the right player.
At that point, I think you just don't foul.
Yeah, no. Not on turn 8.
Just get the Kaz right off the bat. Or not.
Yeah, if I had a rookie line woman to foul with, I would.
Oh, for sure.
But not with a blitzer. Nope.
Yeah.
So, the dwarf team that I refrained from telling you about for a moment.
I should have actually taken my blocks there, because that wouldn't have happened if I'd done it.
True. Well, at least you have me down to 10.
That's true.
Thanks to my wonderful deep bench.
Yeah.
But wow, what a half. What a
And
half.
amazing die rolls.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I'm kind of glad that at least the play that cost you the ball was not...
Was sage driven.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I feel like I contributed something there instead of just getting good dice. How do Amazons do offense again? Oh, I remember. You kill both skinks and then you sit it
Who
out.
cares?
Yeah.
That's why they're hiding.
This is where I love the fact that I have 3 guard on this team, because it helps with the line of scrimmage so much.
Right? I think I have termed this my jackass bully strength 1 or strength 3 teams that never took guard setup.
Yeah. I had a lizard team that actually had a strength 5 blodge guard Saurus and a block guard Crocs, and then a block guard stand firm in the middle. You can imagine the line of scrimmage nastiness that they get up to.
My my Big Crunch 2 team has 3 blodge firm sources on it.
Mm-hmm.
With guard, they're the most annoying things ever. Blodge firm on strength 4 is just retardedly irritating.
If this is
them,
a blitz.
I consider them lint traps because all they do is just collect players and then stand there.
I guess this makes the most sense. Yeah, this kind of works.
Mm-hmm. Kick it right to her. Oh, could you ask for better?
So,
I think you were just given a gem.
yeah, it's pretty bloody convenient, I'll tell you that.
Did you win the fame? I won the fame, you got the reroll out of it. The Amazon migration. We were separated, but no longer. The only thing that would have made it better is if there was a catcher standing there waiting to walk under it.
No, it's fine. Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's not even a turnover. I will take the small amount of awesome that is for me. I like how you go, I'll go to the side, then move to cover.
So the boringness that is Amazons means that I don't have to worry about who can reach how far. That's actually really convenient. Saves me a lot of, having to actually think about stuff for a second.
Which players do what? Nope, they all do the same thing.
Oh, that's ugly. Because that costs me the 2 die that I was going for.
Yeah, I see that. It's still a 1 die. No block against block, but it's a 1 die.
If you say that, you know what's going to happen, right?
Pow?
Yep. Yep.
All 1 dies are skulls. Fash taught me that. Except every dwarf I play. Holy crap. The World Cup last year was playing against Grish. 23 1 dies, 0 skulls.
I really don't like having to move her out the way before doing the pickup, but
right?
I really need to. Because she's
otherwise
because she's kind of in an important spot right now.
I mean, you could have caged it the 1 space back.
Ah, I should reroll this into a POW kill, right?
Sure. Have at her.
So, considering the quick snap, that didn't go all that poorly for you.
Yeah, it's hard to complain.
You'll manage.
Right. I'll find a way. I'm good at what I do.
So, ready to hear about the dwarf team?
Yes. It was 23 skills?
22 normal rolls. So every player had 2 skills. I had wrestle and leader on one runner.
Mm-hmm.
Block, kickoff, return on the other runner.
Makes sense. It's a dwarf.
I had Juggernaut and stand firm on the Troll Slayer.
Okay.
And 3 guard stand firm Longbeards to counter the 1 turn, because you were also allowed to pick plus movement on a player. So I expected movement 10 Skaven or movement 9 Wood Elf Catchers. So denying them the single push was, worth it.
Yeah.
And then the others had guard Mighty Blow, obviously.
Wait.
No blitzers.
Skaven could have taken plus MA and sprint, right?
Nope. Because if you take a doubles or a movement or an armor, you're not allowed to stack it.
Okay. Valid.
So the 1 push denial was huge. So I had 3 guard stand firms, and if one of them happened to be removed,
yeah,
I had the Troll Slayer as a backup. Exactly. Gotcha. And Skaven could get Juggernaut on a Rat Ogre, but Claw on a Rat Ogre would actually be the only way they could get Claw Mighty Blow, because you're not allowed to stack a doubles with the normals. So
yeah, I get
if they pick Juggernaut instead of Claw on the Rat Ogre, that's already good news for my dwarves.
For sure. Okay, so I think I just go for trimming the front.
So when's your match scheduled for?
Monday evening, Pacific Standard. My opponent is on a camping trip, and so I didn't want to force him to rush back and then play immediately. So I told him he can take his time. Well, considering the bonehead, that's acceptable.
Yeah, I like your position. The two safe Soros, basically. Forcing two dodges. Now, if this could POW, that would be great. Thank you.
See, this is why I budget for things like this. I still have both skinkers in range so they can create the start of a wall. I choose to use dodge. Doesn't work like that, Guinness. Doesn't work like that.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's not be there then. Counting is helpful sometimes.
I have made a double GFI blitz with the Crocs on the carrier just to prove that I could reach it. He's like, I don't know, but as soon as he makes it for hitting a ball, he's like, I got this, boss. I'm good.
I like this spot. And then
It's
that
all
one.
yours.
Oh. Well. That was disappointing.
Extremely so.
That 1 in 9 stole my foul. I would have loved to step on that tackler.
I bet.
Let me turn dodge
That's what
back
happened
to
the last time I played them. They just ended up awful. Fouled out turn 1. That was it. Or turn 2. I'll let you blitz the outside one if you want them.
Bonehead. Oh.
Slam the Crocs into the most players possible. You can move further, so I'll take this blitz first.
Good.
Yeah, it's not anything I think I need to reroll.
Yeah, with the prospect of overtime, I wouldn't either. If this were just this drive, as it is in the practice game, I'd consider it.
Oh, that kind of buggers up where I wanted to go.
Well.
Left you an entire side of the field if you want the handoff.
I'm actually considering it. Honestly, I think it might
it's
be
a
worth
catcher with catch. I really was going to tag the catcher, but shutting down this line and knowing that 3 of my players can reach the other side is good enough for me.
I think I'm better off trying the handoff and the run than trying to salvage the place where I'm super stuck in outstrength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dodge fail into Kaz really really mess with me here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is indeed the plan.
I like that the ground has done more damage than I have.
Oh, that's
Nope.
GFI. I can't be here because then I'm in the way of moving around later.
Yep.
And I guess here
I think you
she
just stand right
acts-
beside her. I think going that far back is just going to hamper her getting back in if you need it. I think you go 1 square forward, 1 square back in.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I'll try it. That's fine. So, there
On
it
the
goes.
event of a 1 in 9 fail, I mean, it's also a better place to be. Which did not happen.
Now the question is, which GFIs win? Because she needs to be there. Now I make these first because if I can still use a dodge instead of one if I don't have a reroll.
Yeah.
Skink reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
They can still tag. Well, one can hit, one can tag.
that's
Now they
helpful.
can just tag.
So I think I go for the 2 GFIs here, right?
It's the better odds. I
Yeah,
always
and
like dodging into it, but this is better odds for a critical play.
Ooh,
And on the
now
first
it's
one,
scary.
too.
Yeah. This is why I like elves with dodge, because then you can just choose to cut the corner.
But it's still a dodge either way.
Oh, that was kinda relevant. Just a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That helps a little bit.
Yeah, I would have had a 2 GFI blitz with him otherwise.
Exactly. Pay attention which source can free itself up.
Yeah.
So that's tackle. Oh well, that didn't work. Push would have been fine.
skinker. Good skinker.
Push there would have been splendid. Both
Yes, it
down would
would
have been
have been.
gold. Pretty much anything but a skull, really.
Yeah. I think I take this one first. Good enough. Keep you busy.
Ooh.
Watch all of Guinness's rolls. You will see 136s every time.
And an injury. Holy shit.
Uh,
Oh man.
welcome to Guinness Never Gets Lucky.
Consider it a good way to get all of these rolls out the way before they start to matter
Oh
or
my
something.
god. I just laugh. This is how so many of my games go. But just so you know, I'm a filthy lucker who only won the World Cup through luck. Oh, and I was coached by like a genius team of like 18 people who were all on Discord, crunching all the numbers to make the best possible plays.
I heard about that, yeah.
Oh, and aliens invaded and took over the computer system so that I could possibly have a chance to win the game.
Yeah, I'm not rolling any dice here. I'll take the
Yeah, I
2-0.
don't think- Yeah.
Actually, there was a safe stall, wasn't there? Huh. Didn't even think about
you
that.
could've-
When you hurt the skink, I could have just hung in the corner and then blitzed the other skink.
One of the Saurus could have still reached out a dodge, but which I
Yeah.
would have made.
Well, I think it was probably worth going for. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have stalled that. Well, yay, I'm learning.
And at this point, with one skink left, since every single break armor has been an injury for you.
And you did most of them yourself. The skinks,
No,
anyway.
you got 2 skinks. I got 1.
Okay.
I think. Unless the first one was a dodge fail, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you hurt everything. I got the one. I got
No,
the
we're
one
spreading.
death, and the KO and the hurts have all been you. I'm gonna one-turn this.
No, it's worth a shot.
With only one skink.
Oh, I hadn't even paid attention. Yeah.
Pick up
once-
a Thesaurus, hand it off to a skink.
I've made a 4 Saurus, 1 skink, 1 turn once. That was fun.
You're a better man than I.
Well, it involved the Saurus passing to the skink at some point. That was fun.
And the skink had movement up,
Um,
sidestep.
he had sidestep, he had movement, but I wound up making the pushes so that he didn't need. He actually had an extra GFI to make that he didn't need because he was far enough already.
I can't see 3 pushes with 2
Let me.
blocks.
I'll find the highlight link for you.
4 Saurus? Oh, you could make 3 blocks. And sidestep matters. And it would probably be a bad setup that somebody put against you, too. Alright, well, skink back, because you're the only chance I have at winning this game now.
I also remember I actually messed it up because the Saurus could have handed off instead of passing to the skink or something. It was silly. It was a long time ago. Sent you the link on Discord. You can have a look at it later.
Okay. So all I know is that if I play against a good coach, I'm gonna win, and if I play against a good coach, I'm gonna lose. I played another practice game, and a friend of mine did really, really well in stalling me back, and then I made some really crazy good decisions, and it ended up saving me the game. Let's see. I think I have to make every GFI here. No, I have to make 1 at some point for a 3 turn.
Why did you start this far? Why did you start this far forward with the skink?
Because it could have landed anywhere.
Because the way I see it, you're not going to run past the Saurus on turn 1 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so getting to run forward after a deep kick seems more important because of the time pressure specifically.
Yeah, where he exactly 1 GFI off being able to do anything specific. I broke armor. Wait, that's the 2nd time this game? 3rd time this game? Yay.
Yeah, but you're lucky to have a tackle.
I know. If only I was a bad player. Oh wait. I forgot, I'm rubbish. There's one of my actual hurts.
No, you got 3 players out. So did I.
Possibly
so it's fair.
4, possibly 4.
Yep, you're out bashing me.
4. Yay! Now that we've started into turn 12, I've removed players.
Now watch the tackler die.
I'm watching. I got my eyes on. I'm watching. And at this point, he's welcome to die. He's done his job. He removed 1 player. 2 players. He killed 1.
Nope.
Nope, just...
I feel happy!
I like that my one my 1 reroll so far was a 1 in 36.
Well, I know which way you're going.
Yeah, it's gotta be the only option I have.
Straight through the middle!
It's technically almost what I'm doing.
Ooh. Would have loved to push there.
I would have actually gone with a push too. I would have been fine with that.
But it would have constrained you a fair bit more, I think.
I would have ended up in the same position, I think.
Okay.
You can there. All right, little buddy, you're gonna have to do some work in a second, but for now, you get a break.
You're not going to GFI, are you? You know how that's going to wind up.
Yeah, I know. I'm using up your 5s. I could have handed off to a Saurus, goddammit.
Did you just give me a 2-die on the ball again?
Yes, but depends on
Stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I am going
It
to have to
depends
lead
on low
with a
dice
GFI 1-die. So I'd rather have a push than a both down on this one. Thank you. That's
What
cute.
has Guinness learned? You're dead. Game over. There's no chance of winning.
Oh, what do you mean that's not a Kaz? Oh. Well,
Went to the wrong guy.
I'll take the 1-die then.
Right?
Oh, I've got block at least. Well, that was interesting.
High five, Amazon lady.
Skinks are overpriced pieces of shit anyway.
Right? We're just about to prove that I have no need of them.
Pow all womans.
You have to hit there. Man, I hate having to do things. The worst.
I know. I have a job. Actually, I kind of love my job, but well, it's just something people say, right?
Yep.
I love both my jobs, really. Lucky son of a bitch.
I like my one job. It's good.
What do you do?
I'm an air traffic controller. Oh my god, I can't believe I made that.
Filthy Lucker 100% loner rolls.
I know, right? It's a 4+. I've only made 1, you've made 8, but I'm a filthy lucker.
Yeah, not willing to rely on the blitz. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was actually expecting you to try and score on your 15 and then hoping for a blitz, but this makes way more sense.
Oh yeah.
Good call.
I mean, if that was, I was really counting on reusing the reroll on the handoff, but yeah, guaranteed Guinness 1 in 36 on a croc blocks. That's critical.
So this is a 1 die with no block.
At this point, it's over though, because I can't count on a blitz or a riot to make a difference.
Yeah, and that skink is not in touchdown range.
I wasn't going to score with a skink. I was going to go for a Saurus handoff to another Saurus. It's the only way I can handle the ball.
Evidently, yeah. Nope. Come on, Cyanide. Do you really think that that's how I want to go there? That was interesting.
It's the most direct route. And you'd have to be an idiot to scatter the ball here.
Yeah. That's not going to happen. Well, I might scatter the ball. But if I do, it's going to be like this. Would you have not gone for the pickup?
Saurus.
Well, would you have not gone for the pickup there?
Nope, I would have probably just left it based.
All it would do is turn
like-
your 1 5+ in for the pickup into a 6+. Oh no, the skink could get it, of course. At some point in this plan, I was actually going to foul the skink, but
Yeah, I figured that.
okay, here comes the 5. Oh, the reroll. Well,
Nope, not today.
that was
Well,
that then.
Sage, thank you for the game.
Thank you as well. Now, allow me
We
to
have
remove
definitely
that skink.
confirmed that Sage is greater than World Cup.
Absolutely. Even if I'm here, I do not get that.
So I expect you to do well in your World Cup match.
I hope
Just
so.
Roll
hope
all the
so.
casualty dice and get them all just like these 2 games, and you're fine.
That would be great.
Oh, hang on. Let me turn off dodge. Hang on.
Oh, sorry, too late.
That's okay. I tried. Wait,
Yeah.
I can counter block you for it.
Yeah, make sure to make it a 3 die so you can pick the skull. Ah.
No, I have to give this guy one more chance. Do. Get out of the way.
You're going to score with the Saurus, though, aren't you?
Horace. Nope,
Well,
I'm not.
thanks for these games, Guinness. Even though the dice weren't entirely even, they weren't also very close. Yeah. Now I enjoyed the second game a lot more in terms of actually getting to do some fun chain push. I mean, both my sacks were involved things, but
Yeah, I felt like it
yeah.
was a much more challenging match too.
Yeah, that was fun. And thanks a lot for playing on recording, if not on stream. Best of luck in your match Monday, and I hope to see you. What round will we face each other?
I think it's quarters if we made it. You're in
All right.
the upper left, I'm in the lower left.
All right, so
Which
see
is
you in
where
the
I
quarterfinal. This was a great pleasure.
Either
thank
way,
you
it
very
was
much,
fun.
Guinness.
Thanks so much for having me.
People out there on YouTube, thanks a lot for watching, and
And stay spastastic.
All right. Bye.
Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.